Having a routine can really make a difference in your life. And if you wonder like how, it's pretty simple. There's many ways you could define it and see it as. But for me, if you just implement a routine, like let's say for an example, you every time you wake up, you just like fix your bed. That's one of the common ones that I've known. And if you do that every day at least, that's gonna be, it could really trigger something in you, and it could be like an instinctive thing that you probably never realize when you wake up. Like whoa, and you're like when you come back from like a hard day of work or something, you just see your bed fixed, and you're like, what? This wasn't like this before. But then you just realize, oh yeah, I forgot I do this every morning. That's an incredible example right there. You feel, like that could be, that's a routine right there because it's daily and it's basically every day. It doesn't have to be every day, but it helps, and it will make you happy and smile at the end of the day because it's surprising if you get too into it of fixing your bed. And there's many other routines like you walk every Saturday at this time, and then you come back at this time every Saturday. Keep in mind it could be in only certain days for routines, or probably every day time free. And you could make very interesting routines as well. Very interesting routines. You could make you could make a routine where it's just you only cook this type of meal on Mondays, and it could be something that you don't like to eat, but you're trying to like make it good for you to eat. Like let's say you don't like carrots, but you need to add carrots to your meal because you want to get good vision or something health beneficial wise, and you want to build that little tolerance to eat more and more carrots. Like that could be a great example of a routine. Every Monday you do this, you put carrots on that meal, boom, you will slowly start getting used to eating carrots, and boom, it's a good routine. And that could really, and it's good. It's a great thing because if you do it every Monday, at one point it is gonna succeed, and you are gonna be able to eat carrots. That's an example, or vegetables for any matter. If you don't like vegetables and just trying to build tolerance to continue eating vegetables, that's a great way right there. And it could be a great challenge for you in your life. It could just invoke a little thing. For me, you could see, well, for me, I don't see it as a challenge. I see it as something beneficial. But for some of you, you could see it as a great challenge. And I don't know, if you want to make it super hard, you can. If you don't, then that's fine as well. Something simple, and it could be a challenge as well. Like if you miss a day, then this, well, it's not gonna happen 100%. It's just a little thing that you do to yourself if you miss a day. And you could be strict if you want to, and those routines that you do or you make for a specific thing. It could be sleeping routine at two. You could wake up at this hour and this minutes, because if you don't, then this will happen because you decide to do this. If you actually miss a day, if you, that's the strict part of it. If you don't, you can make it easier for yourself and just make it not strict and challenging. You could just make it 4:50. I wake up that time. If I miss by a minute or so, it doesn't matter. At least I woke up during that. That's like a simple routine right there. You don't have to worry. But you want to make it strict and be exactly on point to wake up in that moment, then boom, that's interesting. That's a great challenge for you, and it's gonna make life a little interesting at least. Hopefully, it does if you do start doing a routine. And just starting a routine in general is life changing. It could be a big life change or small life change, depending on what you do for your routine, what it is about, and what it is. Like if it's a big one and it's reading books every day, then that could be it could pay off in the future. Or if it's just something as simple as learning something only a specific day, that's still gonna be something at the end because you're doing it routinely, and it's gonna end up paying off at the end. And it's just really good for you to at least implement at least one routine. I mean, growing up, I'm pretty sure all of us just brush our teeth and stuff. That's a good routine already. And if we're already used to it, then we just normalize it like that. And imagine normalizing a healthy routine that you don't like, but then in the future you do like, and you actually, and it pays off in the future. You know how amazing that is? That's a great routine right there. And it could really help you out, and you could just normalize that routine, a good ethical routine. And it could really pay off. It's also flexible. You could make a routine at this time, night, it's really flexible to time. You could make some changes into the routine if you don't feel like it's working. You could really customize it to however you like. And it could probably build great discipline if you decide to do it every day, probably, that routine. There's so many ways you could customize and add and make so much interesting stuff, styles to the routine that you're making. It's fantastic. It's really, really helpful. And I do see it being life changing potential right there. Routine is really great, especially the healthy routines. Those are amazing. And I want you guys to know that routines are could really help. I know some days you might feel sad, depressed, and you could get discipline out of that. Like if you're depressed or you have a horrible feeling but you still do it, that's a form of discipline, and you're continuing even though you feel this, and that's gonna really build you, and it's gonna hopefully cheer you up, and it's gonna just do a lot of things. But don't worry, if you don't want to, you don't have to, because depression is a thing, and it's a this thing that kind of sucks. And I wish no one. I don't want to wish. I could probably, hopefully, I could change that and actually help you out, help you guys out if you do have depression or stuff. I will help you out, guys. Just don't be afraid to talk to me, and I will talk to you. But continuing on, you could make multiple routines, any infinite routines. Like you could make a routine for just going to a specific shop at this day. You can make a routine following up with that. Oh, now I have to go over here. It's almost like a school, but like for your life, if that makes sense. Like you know how you have classes in school and have these periods. It's like that, but life. Like you do this and this and this. It's almost like classes, but it's like making your own class or education system, I guess, in your life. And it's just interesting seeing it that way. And it's just beautiful. Infinite possibilities, infinite routines, interesting thing to look at and just know and really have fun with, experiment with, and hopefully it does benefit your life to the max, or at least a little, and then it will go flying golden. You guys will go flying golden. It's amazing. And it's a great motivation, a very great motivation to you guys to start. It's a good start point to make a big difference in your life as well. Doing a routine can really have a great impact in your life. It's amazing. And I want you guys to know that you do, and you will have at least a little change when you do a routine. And you could do many things with the routine to make it to your liking. And I really hope it helps, because it will. But if it doesn't, it's good to know, and then it's good to share the knowledge for someone who will take that. I want you guys to know that, because I love you all, I trust you all. And speaking about that, we'll see you guys next time tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Halloween. See y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Stay mighty. Be grateful. Love y'all.